In the 1930s, pretty much every town had its newsstand, or if not, a display rack of pulps and comics and magazines in the local drug or convenience store. Newsstands were everywhere, and all of them were ablaze with fabulous cover art, a world of vibrant colors, enchantment, escape, titillation, and detectives in the middle of the Depression, and for only a dime. And what a range of detective magazines we see on this stand from February 1939. True Detective, Real Detective, True Crime, Daring Detective, Front Page Detective, Inside Detective. And then there is Detective Comics, and that's where we're going to start. Here's another photo of the same newsstand from a different angle. In my other newsstand videos, I've focused on cover art or the cultural impact of pulps or exploring how Black Mask and Weird Tales changed the world. But in this video, let's talk about money for a bit and the dreamy hypothetical of what if your grandmother or grandfather, perhaps great-grandparents, had journeyed out to the corner newsstand or drugstore and spent one single dollar there and left their treasures in a box for you to find in their attic 83 years later. Most of the pulps on this page are very collectible and now fetch high prices at auction, but it is action comics and detective comics where the valuations get crazy. So let's suppose your great-grandmother spent $1 on 10 issues of Detective Comics 24, with the fabulous kidnapping and counterfeiting cover. I love this cover by Fred Gardner. A recent issue with the condition grade of 8 out of 10 sold for almost $17,000, so your nearly mint copy from the box in the attic would be worth considerably more. So that 10 near mint issues would be worth perhaps $200,000 now. A nice return on an investment, but not the $30 million we're looking for. Let's hold off for a couple months. So, not February, or March, or April. As for May, yes, let's put our dollar down for 10 mint issues of this one. This Bob Kane first appearance of Batman just takes my breath away. All those decades of Batman comics and Bruce Wayne and Burt Ward and a whole who's who of 60s luminaries on the TV Batman and the blockbuster movies with different takes on Batman from Michael Keaton, George Clooney, Val Kilmer, Christian Bale, Robert Pattinson, Ben Affleck. It all starts right here. This outstanding copy, with a condition rating of 7 out of 10, sold at Heritage Auction in 2020 for a cool $1.5 million. Your near mint copies would be worth more, so perhaps that's $20 million for your 10 copies, but we're still not at $30 million. So let's jump back to Action Comics. Action Comics number 9, another thrilling adventure of Superman, and an outstanding Fred Gardner cover, sold for $20,000 in 2008 with a condition rating of 7 out of 10. A truly mint copy today would sell for perhaps $100,000, but once again, let's journey back in time a few months. Early Action Comics are all major auction items, and so seldom found in top condition. A mint copy would fetch a small fortune, but we're still searching for our $30 million 10 comic jackpot. And here it is, the most iconic comic of all time. The whole world of the modern superhero is born right here. Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster's brainchild finally came to fruition in this 1938 treasure. Joe Shuster's cover is one of the most recognizable pop culture images of all. This is the famous Rocket copy because of the stamped rocket image of the original owner who bought it from the newsstand. It went under the hammer at Heritage Auctions in 2022, selling for $3,180,000. Considering the quality grading, put it at a 7 out of 10. Each of your near mint copies would be worth much, much more. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. There is so much on the way.